Hello, welcome to your practice. We'll enjoy 30 minutes together. I'm going to start with two blankets. I have one blanket rolled nice and tightly all the way in. So we start around this size and then roll it tightly. Take the other blanket and then roll it up in that blanket so that it's a little bigger, a little cushier. Bring that roll up and down so that your spinal column will come into that support. Place a block, a yoga block, or a thickness of a book, that same size. Bring your back into that and then nestle the bottom into your lower lumbar sacral area and then unfurl the spine. And if you need a little more underneath the head, you can always bring a little cushion right underneath the back of the skull or a rolled up blanket. If you've been with us for a while, you can make a waterfall pillow there, and you'll know how to make that. And then go ahead and walk the feet up. Press evenly into both feet and lift the sit bones, lengthen them towards the heels, and then let them rest on the floor. The heel, you can heel toe a little bit wider. Toes are in, inner knees knock, arms outward. And then feel as the shoulders start to sink down a little more around this roll. Might feel delicious. You might feel this lengthening of the collarbone. As the shoulders drift down, each exhale just a little more, a little more. For some of you, you might even like to lengthen through one leg and then the other. So whatever feels better, please come to what feels better. And notice how you feel as we breathe here together. From temples to toes. Travel through your body like you've just landed for the first time. Dust off that curiosity, this eagerness, and feel into the toes as they relax a little more. Pour all your attention into the wee little ankles, the calves, as they release and soften. Like you're made out of fluid, this fluidity, this water. Pour yourself all the way in to the knees and feel the back of the knee, the edges, the top, as we breathe here together. Float into the thigh. Feel the fullness, the weight coming downward from the thigh all the way into the sit bones as they anchor. Feel the weight, one side, the other, the lower back. And then sweep your attention all the way up the spinal column to the shoulders, then all the way down. Feel how the spinal column can settle. A little more, a little bit more, a little bit more. The length of the spinal column as it comes into the support of this roll. All the way down from the shoulders to the fingertips. All the way back up into the elbows, the shoulders. Travel into, take that deep dive into where you think the center of the brain lives. Through the brow. Laser beam connection from the top of one ear to the other. That intersection. Send it some breath, some of your valuable attention here. Spotlight that area. Feel it unravel, unwind as you rest. And then in this shape, we are going to come into alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana breath. So let's practice by go ahead and bring your peace fingers of your right hand right onto your forehead. Let that rest there and bring the thumb into one side, the right side, a little press, and the ring finger into the other side, a little press. The baby finger comes in for the ride. Play. Thumb, a little press, and then the other finger, a little press. And without pressing, take a deep inhale now through the nose, and then exhale out the mouth. One more just like that. Inhale through the nose, both nostrils, and then exhale out the mouth. Next breath in, press with the thumb, and breathe in through that left side all the way in and up. Press that ring finger in and exhale out the other. Inhale that same side all the way in and up. A light little pause. Press. Exhale out the other. Inhale that same side. A little pause. Press. Exhale out the other. Inhale that same side all the way up. Hold. Press. Out the other. Take your time. Inhale this same side. A little press. And then out the other. Inhale this same side all the way in. Hold. Press. Exhale out the other. Feel the fullness on this side all the way up. That beautiful hold, press, and then exhale. Feel into the quality of the other side all the way in and up. A little hold, press, and out the other. Inhale that same side. A little hold, press, and then out. Take your time inhaling the same side all the way up. Hold, and then press. Then out. Sorry. Inhale that same side. Two more here. Press, and out the other. Inhale that same side. Hold, press, and out the other. Last one here. Inhale that left side all the way up. Little hold as you press, and then out the other. Inhale this side all the way up. A little hold. As you exhale out that left side, this will be your last one. Let the hand come down and notice how you feel. Notice that weaving, a weaving sensation. Very subtle as the left side weaves in and the right side. So we walk around with sometimes a little bit more moon energy, that introspective, quiet, solitude, creativity. This quiet. And sometimes we'll be walking around with a lot of sun energy. So feel into where you're at. Have you been using, is it summertime, that summertime energy, that seasonal get up and go? Or where you are on the planet, is it winter? So notice where you're at here and how this balance is starting to seep in. Alternate nostril breathing is a way to come into your balance, your harmony, this happy place on the inside, this content, joyful place where we unclutter and unwind and let go. Know that this is in your tool belt whenever you need it. Have some fun with it. So how about 2 more breaths as your body absorbs? Observe all of the effects of your practice. Enjoy that next breath, nice full and deep in, a light little pause. And ha. Then go ahead and bend up one knee and then the other. We're going to roll over to our right side and press ourselves up so that our right leg is butted up to our blankets. The right foot can rest on that left knee, or you can come into that laying down. So the hands will come up, rotate the torso and plant them on either side of the blanket. Feel where your both elbows are, let them come out, and then roll them towards each other. Press into your thumb and your first finger and feel that. Then close the eyes. Bend both elbows and lower down and tap the nose on your blankets. Then press through the thumb and that first finger and come up. And as you lower, let the torso grow just a little more each time so that you feel that lengthening all the way up the spinal column, through the palate, through the crown as you lengthen. The third time, let yourself come down. Bring the nose to point to where the knees are pointed. Same side. Temple, ear, or cheek, let it rest. And then spider walk your fingers up until your elbows come down like weights for your shoulders. You can come outward a little more. Let yourself rest and feel all the muscles responsible for that action of the shoulders as we lift and lower the torso. Notice this deep relaxation as the eyes are beautifully closed. All the muscles that were responsible start to quiet a little more, a little more. Then feel into that right foot and place the left thigh on that foot, the heel, maybe the arch, the toes, wherever you can. And then go ahead and press the back thigh into the foot into the thigh, and you'll feel that resistance. And then relax and soften, soften, soften. 2 more times like that, you'll press the thigh into the foot will offer resistance. You'll pause there, feel the muscles turned right on, and then soften. And 1 more. Then relax as much as you comfortably can here. Stay down and feel into your body. Notice how you feel. You can spider walk your hands up. You can interlace them if you'd like. You can roll them to the knuckles, palms upward. Whatever feels delicious. Relax through the jaw a little more and notice how you feel. Two minutes here. Come into the spirit of restorative. Where your doing is done. Your job is to witness from the inside out. That deep relaxation. Notice what that feels like in your body in this moment. Does it feel like you could stay here forever? Give yourself permission to stay exactly as you are. Some of you might like to lift the head on your next breath and carry it right over to the opposite side. Once you get there, if it doesn't feel delicious and it feels a little bit of a struggle, wait for your next breath and then gently carry it over to right back. Deliberate action, deliberate movement with the breath. We're careful not to fling out of poses. Full control here. So wherever you are, 2 more breaths. Enjoy those exhales as you pour yourself a little bit more into this shape. And then 1 more just like that. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and drag the hands underneath the shoulders and hug those elbows in. Press into the thumb and that first finger and let the head hang as you gently come upward. Have the legs slowly come forward. And like they're filled with that red clay, our first chakra, ruby red. So feel into that beautiful redness and smooth out that wet clay. Just feel and sense how delicious the legs, the feet can paddle. You could smooth the knees, all the sensations of the legs, the hands gently massaging. A little drum roll of the back of the legs into the floor, into the mat. And then go ahead and we'll come on over to the other side. So have the legs come into deer pose or pinwheel where the back thigh rests on that front foot. Drag your roll to rest into your left thigh. Lift the hands and rotate the torso so that the hands, once they're planted on either side, the nose feels like it's pointed right down the center of your roll. Close those beautiful eyes. Let the elbows come outward and then pull them inward. As they come towards each other, that magnetic pull towards each other, press into the thumb and the first finger. And then bend both elbows until you tap the nose into your roll. As you press up to a new height, it never has to be fully all the way up, extended. Then you come down, grow. Grow from where you're planted in your legs and your feet. Lengthen through the spinal column, through the crown. As you tap, it just comes up a little taller, a little more to the top of the roll. This third time, rest the cheek, temple, or ear down. And then as you rest, bring the elbows down and away from the ears. And rest that whole top. Feel the head come down, The elbows can be weights, so the shoulders will feel that beautiful traction. A few deep breaths just like that. Relax through the jaw. Feel that relaxation through the shoulders as the blades get carried away from the spinal column of the back of the heart center. We shine that light all the way into the back of the heart center now. And then we'll invite the lower half in. Go ahead and give a little press of that left foot into that back thigh. The back thigh offers some resistance. And as you relax, you soften, soften, soften. And then again, the back thigh comes into the foot. The foot offers resistance. And then that deep relaxation comes in. As we re-educate this part of the body. A little press. Feel the muscles responsible. And as you relax, notice those same muscles relax and soften a little more. You can come into that again or come into that deep relaxation. 2 more minutes here. Invite that deep relaxation through the jaw. Let it slacken. Feel that relaxed state through the shoulders. If you'd like, you can lift the head and go ahead and bring it over to the other side. If it feels delicious, please stay there. Or on the next natural breath, go ahead and carry it all the way back to your start. The fingers could take a spider walk forward. You can interlace or knuckles heavy. Enjoy the whole entire body in this shape. Breathe into all the subtleties. Feel them unwind, undo, and let go. Two more breaths, just like that. Enjoy that next exhale. On your next natural breath, go ahead and drag the hands below the shoulders. Press yourself up. Go ahead and bring the legs outward. We're going to come all the way onto our backs. As you come onto your back, feel into your whole back body, the spinal column, the outer hips. Give the head a light little rock and roll. You can heel toe the feet a little wider. The heels can come outward, the knees inward, knuckles heavy. Go ahead and come into the intention for your practice. Maybe it's to unwind, unravel, and come into that beautiful balanced state. Notice how it feels on the inside. Feel into the feet to the knees. The knees to the hips, hips to the shoulders, and again, a light little rock of the back of the skull. A micro movement. Very soft. Come into your stillness. Connect to that inner grin, that powerful you. And then from here, let the knees come away. We're going to come into a light little core, a somatic core activation. So if you have a block, you can bring the block in between the palms eventually. So at first you might need to assist the legs up, so maybe one leg at a time and then the other. Have the inner big toe mounds touch, the heels never have to. From here, feel the shins parallel with the ceiling and notice how that effect is for your body. And as you lower the heels, notice the different variations and how it affects your body. So come to all these different heights as we move like this. You can come into tree hugging arms without a block, palms in the direction of each other, fingertips facing each other, like you're holding a sphere of energy. Or sometimes it's nice to hang on to something and give a little press into it occasionally. So go ahead and bring the knees to one side, leave the back of the shoulders anchored into the mat, and the hands over to the other. The nose can stay center for a few. And then the nose can follow the toes. You can give a little press into the block into center, and as you come over to one side, you can release. The nose can follow the block now, or the hands, whatever you're feeling perfect. So one more. Maybe the heels are all the way down now. And then the feet can come down into the floor. You'll come into your Shavasana here. So go ahead and bring anything that you'd like underneath the legs, or you can simply come flat. Bring the blanket over the lower belly, the top of the thighs. Let yourself rest. Feel into the abdominal wall, the rib cage. A lot going on in a core activation. Let the belly rest. And notice how you feel as you give the toes a little wriggle. And you come into that deep relaxation. And what does that feel like in your body today? Let the muscles around the eyes soften. Feel that deep relaxation seep in. The muscles loosen their grip, and the bones float in the connective tissue. Receiving, receiving, receiving. You've come to that place of a true receiver now. Let yourself rest here. Feel that deep gratitude, that appreciation towards yourself, this warmth for simply showing up. Your family thanks you, the community and the world. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.